Into now TradingView part 1, right? There's going to be 2 parts of TradingView. I feel TradingView is super important because this is where you trade. This is your let's say you work at a hospital, this is your nursing floor. Let's say you work at a body shop, this is your shop, this is your spot, this is your sanctuary, this is your everything, right? So I wanted to show you guys, as I was making this video, I realized the TradingView tells you how long you've been joined for. So I joined TradingView 4 years ago. So I've had this same exact account for 4 years. This account has seen from when I didn't even know what a pip was to now where I'm teaching you guys everything. So it's I find that super cool. As I was doing this video, I felt that I needed to show you guys this to show you guys not only how long I've been doing it, but it's a never-ending journey, right? So I'm going to sign out of this account, and after I sign out of this account, I'm going to sign in on a new account. So let's do this, and then let's put the new account. That needs to get edited. So this is the new account, this account that I'm doing for you guys. So this one's going to be careful, you might be wrong. Which yours, which accounts now to more advanced features. All right, continue this account. So now that we have a brand new, fresh TradingView account, we're going to just start from the beginning, right? So this is how it should pop up. You create a brand new, fresh TradingView account. So we'll come here, we'll just pick on pretty much whatever pair. It doesn't really matter. Any pair that makes sense. We'll click X here. We'll go see more advanced chart. So again, you click pretty much any single pair you want. Click see more advanced chart. You can exit out of this page now. This is simply just the home page. You can exit out, and now it's going to take you to this, right? So looking at this now gives me anxiety. I hate looking at beginner charts like this, and I'm making a part 1 because there is chart hygiene. You guys need to have your charts clean. This is where you're going to trade. This is where you're going to do everything. Like I said earlier, let's say you're a nurse. This is your operating field. You need to make sure the tools are clean, the bed's clean, the floor is clean. You need to make sure you're good to be able to work. Same thing with a body shop. You can't work with dirty tools, so on and so forth, right? So first things first, we're not trading indices, or at least I'm not teaching you guys how to trade indices. My trading approach pretty much works on everything. I've even traded cryptos with it. But for this case, I'm just going to set up your guys' TradingView exactly how I have mine. Again, this is just part 1, so don't even worry about it. So we're just going to click X on indices, Apple, Tesla, all of these futures, and now we get to Forex. So we're not going to click X on Forex, and we're not going to click X on the cryptos. So let's go over to the industry standard Euro USD, the most known pair. Obviously, you guys can see this is obviously a beginner one. I don't have the pro account. I have the pro account on my other account. So if you guys want to upgrade, feel free to upgrade on TradingView. It's pretty good. There's no ads. You have pretty much replay on any time frame. So first things first is chart hygiene. So right off the bat, this is giving me anxiety, which are these crosshairs in the back. I don't know if you see all these boxes. I get asked all the time, how's your chart so clean? How's your chart so clean? Well, it's exactly what I'm going to do now. This is why I'm doing 2 parts to this video, because I realized in the 30-day boot camps, I was 2.5 weeks in, and I already went through the chart hygiene part, and people were still having their charts with I don't know, black backgrounds. They would have a watermark, all of these things that made absolutely no sense. So I'm going to make sure this is effective, because the faster you copy my chart, the faster you can read my chart. It's pretty simple. The faster you have the same candlesticks, same looks on mine. When you look at my Instagram stories, you look at my YouTube videos, like, wow, it looks the same. You just start seeing it again and again and again, right? So first things first, you're going to just double click on these candlesticks. You can click these little dots right here. We'll start by the bodies of the candles. These colors are good. In my opinion, I have, instead of green, I have blue. These are the colors that I just like. I highly recommend you copy exactly what I'm doing. The borders, they have to be black, and then the wicks, they have to be black. So basically this is the standard approach how I have it. This is how it looks. This is exactly how I do it. I'm sure it looks very similar to the Instagram story. So then we can come here. We will go to appearance. You do not need a watermark. That is pointless. You do not need the chart to remind you what chart it is. You should know what the chart is by trading. If you trade and you look at the markets every day, you have an idea of what it is. These vertic lines, just put it white, and then these horizontal lines, just put it white. So look how clean this chart looks now. Tell me now it doesn't look so much cleaner by simply removing those crosshairs or those boxes in the back and by putting the colors that you're supposed to have, right? So this is just first things first. Usually there's supposed to be like a scanner thing that pops up down here. For some reason it hasn't popped up. I guess TradingView doesn't make that a beginner thing now, but if you have it, remove it, just double click it again and just go to the settings and you should be able to take it off. So now step 2, be coming here to the time frame. So let's just save you guys time. Again, 2 weeks into the boot camp, some people were still flicking in and out of time frames like this, which makes absolutely no sense. So this is where you would come here, put a favorite on your star, daily, 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 30-minute, and 15-minute. These are the time frames that we are going to be using in this whole entire course. Maybe the monthly, you can add it if you want. I think I have it, not sure, but I don't really use it at all. So this is 100% every single time frame you need, and I 100% recommend you put a favorite to them. There's pretty much no reason why not to. There's no reason why to double work back and forth. And if you see the time frame here, you'll follow the structure, obviously, when we get into those videos. Step number 3 will be gaps, right? So as you can tell right now, perfect example, Euro USD has gaps. As you can see, we have a gap here, we have a gap here, gap here, gap here, gap insurance all through this shit. So we got to remove those gaps because they're pretty annoying. They'll mess up your trading. It's pretty confusing, right? Supposedly you can trade the gaps, whatever that means. People just love making shit up. So we're just going to go to Euro USD. So Euro, so you just simply just type it on the keyboard, Euro USD. And then right now, as you can tell, the server we're in is FXCM. FXCM has gaps. You simply click on Oanda and you can see now there is no gaps. You remember there was a gap here, some gaps around here. So if I just click back on this one, you can see how the gaps come back up. And if I just type it up again and I click Oanda, as you can see, we are good now. So this is where you would come in and you would have to add it to your watch list. You would have to add this one, Euro USD Oanda, add it to your watch list, and now it is here. So you would simply remove this one. You don't need the one with the gaps, and you would move this one up to Forex. In the next video, we're going to get into all of the pairs that I have. You could just pretty much pause the video, take a screenshot, and just add them. But for now, the step number 4 is going to be our toolbox. Want to make sure we have all of these things in our toolbox. You just come here to these boxes and you pretty much just put a favorite to it. There's no reason why you should be going back and forth through here. Pretty much a waste of time. And again, if you don't see the tools in front of you, you won't think of it, and it's not effective. You want a brush, you want your rectangle, you want a circle, path, and then I believe text is here. You need your head and shoulders. You need your long and short position. And I believe, yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is my toolbox that I use. Obviously, everything here is pretty self-explanatory. My lines, when you come here, you just double click them. You click here, you go to settings, and then you would put it black. And then I personally like having the skinniest line. If you have it too thick, it just looks too bulky. It doesn't really look clean in my opinion. The cleaner the line, the better. So black lines, it looks good because the wicks are black. So with the white background, it has a very nice contrast. Pretty much same thing with the ray. The ray and the horizontal line are kind of the same thing. Simply be just the difference is, let's say you just want to mark up a zone and you only want to focus on this area here. It's pretty much only effective on this, versus if you want to go here, this goes all the way to the left. Both are used in different scenarios. Really just depends the example you're trying to show. After pretty much this draw thingy, I just use it when I do videos. It's pretty simple to just circle things off. Maybe you can do it if you're looking for an area of interest. You can either circle it off, or you can create a box or a circle. The way I have my box, it is with a blue outline and then a baby blue filler. So it's very light on the eyes and it just looks clean because it's a, again, a contrast with the colors of the candlesticks. The blue outline is the same one as the candlesticks. The inside is just something light, because if you make it white, doesn't really look that clean. That baby blue looks pretty nice. But again, these are the colors that I use. It's just what's most effective to me. Not that the color of the box is going to make you profitable or not. I highly don't believe that's the case. But this, again, I'm just showing you guys exactly how I have everything. And I pretty much have the same thing with the circle. So if you want to mark off an area of interest, let's say right now, again, this is just examples purposes. I have just marking this up. Let's say you're looking to buy this area. You simply just mark up your circle. Or if you want to mark off an area and see how strong the level of support and resistance is. Again, I'm just doing this just to show you guys what you could use the circle for. You could come here. You're like, okay, this is a level of resistance, level of resistance, level of resistance, and then it is a level of support. Again, resistance is when it's rejecting the top, support is when it's rejecting the bottom. After it is our path, this is probably one of the most important tools. You guys are going to see this very, very frequently in the videos, because it's pretty much how you follow market structure. It's going to help you pretty much hold yourself accountable on market if market structure is bullish or bearish, but you will see that obviously in the videos ahead. So this is very important. This box right here, this is the box that is going to make you successful, because this is where we mark off our trading plan. This is where our checklist goes. This is where our grading happens. Everything happens with this box right here. So I have the text at the color black. My number, my letter font is at 16, and that's it. So you can kind of move it around when you go out to different time frames. You're always going to see the box. Sometimes you can lose it because, the time frames you move around, the box usually, moves around. So this box is going to be, you guys will see in the videos how effective it is. Next, we have our head and shoulders. My head and shoulders, I believe I have it with a black outline and then again, baby blue filler, or I could be wrong. Maybe I just have it white. No, white doesn't look the way at all. I'm sure I have a pretty light background. I would have to get back on this one. I have no idea the way that I have it. But again, marking off a head and shoulders, this is just a way to pretty much look at it or call it out. Head and shoulders are everywhere in the charts. You can see here, this is a left head, and then this is a right shoulder. Yeah, this is for sure not how I have it. I have to have it maybe a lighter color. Yeah, no, I don't know how I have it. Yeah, for sure it's, oh, okay, I know how I have it. So I have it like this, and then I'll have it a lot more clear. Yeah, there you go. So I have it a color like this. There you go. So then if you know the right shoulders fill, it fills in the color. Head and shoulders are everywhere. Obviously, that's part of the videos, but the way you mark them off, let's say you were to call this one a left head and then a right shoulder. You notice that right shoulder is complete because the color was filled. Same thing in this case. So it's a pretty effective tool. And then we have, last but not least, the long and short position. So obviously this is our risk to reward tools. Colors, I pretty much have these same ones. I think I made it a little bit darker, maybe 30%. So it looks just a tad bit more aggressive. And the colors are there, because if you make it too dark, then you pretty much can't even see the chart. If you notice, that's not what you want. You want to see if you're in profit or if you're in drawdown. So I would probably leave it at 30%. 30% is good. That's kind of how I have it. So this is where the risk to reward tool goes, stop loss, take profit placement, all of those things. So this is part 1 to your trading view hygiene. I highly recommend that you guys copy exactly how I have my charts. Please I mean, you guys can do whatever you want at the end of the day, but I do not recommend at all that you guys have a black background. So let's say your background, instead of it being white, you guys would have it black, or let's say your background would be something like this. I just highly recommend you would leave it black, because if you notice now, tell me this chart just now doesn't even look as clean as the other one. You literally can't see anything. It doesn't make any sense. So I highly recommend you guys leave it white, pretty much how it is. This way, no need to add a watermark, no need to add crosshairs, no need to add grid line, none of these stuff. The cleaner, the better. Less is more in trading, and the less noise you have, the more you can focus on what matters. Keep in mind, this box is going to make you successful. So this is part 1. We're going to do part 2 right now. So I'll see you guys in